Hey guys, Joe here. It's the last day of summer today. I decided I want to come and do a camp. So yesterday, I paddled in all day. I did some fishing along the way. Had a little bit of luck with some fall fish. No trout yet. I found a suitable spot to camp last night. I set up under a tarp. I slept for 12 hours last night, guys. It's a great night's sleep. Today is my second and last night here. I'm just paddling around. I'll probably paddle all day and find a spot and set up camp and sleep there. Like I said, it's the last day of summer today. You can really start to see some of the fall colors coming out. It's not peaking, not at all. Another week or so. Hope that was worth it. I even have to get on my canoe to get the camera. Maybe I can do one of these. This is dangerous. This is gonna be dangerous, boys and girls. Well, danger never hurt no one. There's a dam up here, a couple beaver dams, and there's also a waterfall, at least rapids. So I'm gonna fish that, and we'll see. I'm gonna spend some time fishing. It's 20 after 11 in the morning. I probably sound a little funny. I'm sick. I got sick yesterday. My kiddo goes to school now, so she's bringing home all sorts of fun stuff. But such is life, and I need to camp. So I'm already out here. It took me a long time to get here. I'm not going home because I'm sick. Oh man, I'm having a good time. It was really, really windy yesterday, but it was in my favor. So I cruised through these rivers and lakes. Sometimes I was able to just hold my paddle up. The wind caught it like a sail, and it would push me. It's pretty neat. Oh, here I am talking. All right, here's a hole. We're gonna fish this hole. Using a Meps Aglia 0. Small little lure. So I catch a lot of grief on my channel about being a bad fisherman, and it's true. I'm not very good, as I'm coming to find out. But you guys realize that I'm the one who films and I'm the one who edits. So like, if I didn't want you guys to see that, if I was worried about it at all, I just wouldn't put it in the video. I hang out with a couple guys who are very proficient at it, so hopefully it'll rub off. It's so quiet. And portaging when you're sick is not fun. I didn't even single carry. I'm double carrying it. It's a small portage. I just got finished. It's wiped me right out. I'm sick. I feel like crap. I'm worn down. I gotta find a spot to camp tonight. It's 2, so I've already been going for quite some time, but I gotta find a spot and call it quits for the day. This spot looks perfect to me. It's away from the water, away from the wind, kind of level, and not on a down slope, so when it rains, it's not going to flood. I'm gonna set up camp right here tonight. Making an Adirondack wind shelter using this configuration because it's supposed to rain and because it's very windy. I really like using a tarp for shelter. It's not buggy anymore, so it's doable. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with this. I've got a lot of room, as you can see. I can tuck way back in here if I want to. Gonna be completely covered. I've got the flap tied back, but tonight I'll probably put it down forward, so I'm gonna have like another peak coming down forward, just a little bit more protection. I think I might go gather some rocks and have my fire here too, protected from the wind back in here. I gotta get a bunch of firewood. It's 4 o'clock. I'm wiped out. You can see what I mean here. That flap that's on top there is going to go forward at night and down, and I'll get another little protection there. You have to be very careful making fires on this pine duff ground. It can be real dangerous. So I've already scraped away all the dry stuff on top, all down to the wet stuff, and I'm actually going to line the fire pit with a big rock so that none of the fire is actually going to touch the earth. It's the safest way. I feel safe doing it that way. That's what's going to happen. I don't need a big fire at all, so this little fire pit is going to be more than enough for me. I'll put rocks higher up in the back and maybe a couple on the sides, but this will be my platform for my fire. Well, I'm exhausted, guys. I'm just sitting here taking a little snack break. I've got my camp all set up now, like you saw, but I have to collect firewood and cut it and burn it and get a fire and get some coals. I'm not cooking on my I have to get coals to cook real food. I'm not rehydrating food is what I'm trying to get at. Birch bark is a score. It's already dead and laying down. I don't have to injure the tree, and it's easily available. I don't need all that, but see what I mean? You see all the firewood I collected. It's not a lot. It'll do though. Most of it's softwood, but I don't need a rip-roarer tonight. Just ripping up some birch bark now to make it thin, because that birch bark I grabbed was a little on the thick side. That's no big deal. Just get a few little pieces, shred them up. I'm gonna start the fire now because I have to let it die down to coals like I was saying before I can start cooking. So I'll start a decent fire now. I'm actually gonna lay down in my tarp here and relax and watch the fire. Just gonna wrap my my sleeping gear with this mesh, this 5x7 tarp. That way if any sparks or embers fly up, it's gonna have a harder time burning my stuff. It's not saying that will protect it completely, but it's definitely another barrier. But I'm not too worried about it. I got a few good feet between my mattress, my sleeping stuff, and the fire. I never really put any substantial pieces on here. Just been burning the twigs, but that's not going to give me coals. So if you put a few twigs on, and I got a couple pieces of hardwood, I'm going to put some thicker hardwood on there to build up some coals. That's a piece of pine there, but she'll do. Nice. I'm gonna let that grill warm up for a minute. I got 3 sausages. I'm only gonna put 2 on. I got a thing of rice, so that should go pretty good. I'm getting really hungry, so it's time to eat. The rice is done. I just need a little bit more water to evaporate out. So I'm gonna leave the lid off. I'm gonna take the sausages, put them in the lid. All right, that's done. Get rid of this grill. Actually, just put it right in front, and I'll use it again after. My fire's gonna get going really easily. Oh, she's toasty. Mix them all up in there. I have to go make myself an eating utensil. This little skinny thing's not gonna do it. So quiet. Joe, what'd you do on the last day of summer of 2016? Well, I was sick and I paddled for about 7 hours against the current to a strong headwind. I wouldn't choose to do it again. It's an experience, though, I'll tell you that much. It's so peaceful out here. Can't hear anything. It's like I could hear like the babbling, trickling of the water as it hits the rocks right next to me. I can't explain the feeling of calmness right now. The air is perfect. There's barely a breeze. I'm not hot, I'm not cold. I'm just sitting on the ground. cue the loon. One time it'll work. There's only certain days like this, guys. I've only had this feeling a few times. This like perfect. Too close to the tree. There we go. That's about perfect. Oh, that's perfect. That's a good hang. I'm gonna go try again. Try my luck at some fishing. At the very least, I'll be paddling out on a super nice night. Nothing to lose. This is the last sunset of summer. This is how I get to experience it. I'm very lucky. It's easy to forget when you're at home. I'm not even fishing. I'm just paddling. It's too peaceful. I don't even care. The odds of me catching something are slim to nil anyway. I just like being out here. Man, I can't explain the feeling, guys. I can't explain it. It's something that you won't ever know unless you do something like this. It doesn't have to be canoeing. These days, they don't come all the time. I've not experienced something like this since last fall when Kyle and I did our 9-day Algonquin canoe trip. What a great end to this trip, and to the summer. This is why I come out here, to experience things like this. Oh, still smoking. Nice. It's gonna rain tonight, or it might rain tonight, so I'm going to put my seat down and flip my boat over. That way she stays dry until the morning. Very nice. This is camping. I'm gonna grab some of these pine needles and make some pine needle tea. Pine needles have vitamin C in them, and I drank 1 cup this morning before I left the other camp. I'm gonna make another cup tonight. Hopefully it does something. It can't hurt, and I wouldn't mind having a cup of tea anyway. I'm gonna take this off and let it steep. Put the grill here to catch anything big that might fall. You can see there's stuff on the ground, but it's just ashes. Laying hot. It's not caught anything yet, so that's good too. It means everything's staying on there. It's a nice little setup, this little cooking rock thing. Little cooking rock thing. This is my favorite way to camp. Just under a tarp next to a fire. I'm really glad that the season is becoming that one. There's no bugs. There's a little bit of a chill in the air, so that you want to sit next to the fire. A lot of the times camping in the summer, you're sitting so far away or not even having one. But cheers, pine needle tea. Oh, feels good on the tummy. I've got something else to drink. Some 40 Creek. I'm almost done it. It's just a Mickey, which is what, 375 mils. I drank half last night. I'll finish it off tonight. Oh, it's still early. It's only 8 o'clock. Yesterday, like I said, I started getting sick yesterday, in the morning. But anyways, last night, I didn't have much sleep the night before, and I was exhausted and sick. And I just crashed at 8 o'clock. I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night, and I slept until 8 o'clock this morning. 8:30 actually. On and off. I slept till 4 straight through, and then on and off until 8. I didn't even want to get up in the morning. I had all these plans of getting up super early and going fishing and everything. I just needed sleep. I needed to stay in bed. So that's what I did. Anyways, whole point is I got 12 hours last night, so I'm going to probably stay up till about 10 o'clock tonight, 10 or 11. Alright, I guess I'm chilling with this guy tonight. Well, that tea was great. It's time for something else to go in the cup. 2 ounces of 40 Creek. An ounce is a shot, apparently. That looks like a shot to me, though. 2 ounces. Cheers. There's even a little bit of leaf litter in there. Leaf litter! Leaf litter and all. I ended up cinching that top piece of the tarp down so that I'll have a lot more protection from the rain. That's supposed to happen. It's 10:20. I'm about ready for bed. But before we do that, it's time for some 90s movie trivia. Time for some 90s movie trivia. Post in the comments if you have the answer. First correct answer, 1 million bonus points. It's a lot. Don't fold the maps. Roll the maps. There's a big crease through Wichita. Kansas is a mess. 90s movie trivia. Some of you will get this. I guess it's time for bed. Got no more firewood, and that's all she wrote. Well, it's time for bed tonight. Time for bed tonight. That sounds funny. Time for bed. All tucked in my tarp shelter. Loving life. I'll check back in with you guys in the morning. Have a good night. Morning is here. Six ducks just cruised above my head, like flying super fast. All I could hear is their wings. Just like that. That's decent. Red sky in the morning, eh, Kyle? I've stopped paddling altogether, just so I can watch the sunrise. There's fish jumping all around me. All around me. Oh, come on. Nothing like a good polling session in the morning to wake you up. Diving ducks. They've got hair almost. Very cool. See the hair? The front one? The daddy? What a bonus. We got a good way to cap off the trip. She didn't want anything to do with me. It's gonna be the beginning of the rut soon. So I don't really want anything to do with any moose either. But very cool. Alright guys, that's the end of the trip. I'm back to the parking lot now. I just gotta get out of my canoe, pack it all up. I had a really good time, a very relaxed, peaceful trip, despite being sick. I feel good now. It's just the remnants of the cold are leaving. But yeah, good trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I really did. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.